first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Here's Smith to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Mayfield down. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear, the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
On first down, it's Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he whips that one incomplete there. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Now for the point after. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff got his man. It's Williams. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They're going to call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. A slant to Jones. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mayfield. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now Mayfield. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Pollard again. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score. And then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Lions offense set to take over. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, you know, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. They proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
3rd and 2, Goff. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
That's good for the Lions. First down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Lions nothing.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Goff. Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete.
Good to me, he was just trying to find an open receiver. First down to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've got the lead right now, and last week they were able to defeat the Atlanta Falcons here as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
In man coverage, your #1 cardinal rule, don't get beat deep. And that's why the comeback route is so effective, because that's how they're selling it, Brandon. Taking you all the way upfield before breaking it back down.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And some space here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Just about every time he says the crowd is showing effect, that shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a game of 5. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
To DJ Moore. A gain of 7. First down, Panthers.
They'll run left with Pollard. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That pass complete to Moore. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's 21-3. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Goff now looking to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Again, Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
From the red zone now, Goff. Finding Williams once more, complete. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Here's Swift. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did.
Stop short of the goal line. No gain on the play.
One more time with Swift. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Goff. And probably the wise decision there. But he just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead in the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report.
Time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good-sized advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can take it up in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Lions, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
He's airing it out for Williams. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
To the 36-yard line, stop there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Mayfield now from the 50. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Johnny Eckert in punt formation for the Panthers.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
22 yards there, a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. And his throw is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing again is Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. To throw is Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw again on second down. Goff. They'll find Reynolds over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Goff throwing again. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. On second down, Swift. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Throwing on third. Goff. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. Connection made with Chenault. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mayfield now. That caught by Trimble. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Aiden Hutchinson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Goff. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 4.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Panthers will get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. This offense so far on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's gone. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Goff throwing complete for Swift. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. From the 24, Goff will drop this one off to Swift. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good.
And that is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Goff. And that's caught by Williams. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Goff now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Goff. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. Kind of a strange